do have they're not occupied by this bad fighter. He's gonna have a bit of an easier time up against Setsu compared to Doom, sure, but it's still gonna be some imprisonment. Crazy range these. Not as much to break now.
Mine.
Not very season in prison for 4 seconds and acids and whatnot. So let's change certain fate whoever leans against. Yeah. Yeah. That's used to be a meme. Now it's just a good item on a lot of heroes. Like, kind of snuck up on us. But, yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Classic moves. Like X-Frog is trying to stop this, but it seems he's powerless to do it. You talk about river lanes. It's gonna be the next thing we see. Does not get the max value of the cell, but get enough.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, until just now, Super actually somehow not starting up enough. The Tidehunter is a little bit like Timosaur, in that he once it gets level 3, like 2. So, vice versa. He should be very hard to kill with flying. But you will lie next time. Looking at me, it is down bottom. Yep. Trying again, but this is why Super is there, is ready with the disabled at the right time to make sure that Shanks well is not an issue. Is really the way to handle this, because normally Grimstroke PA, very nasty combination. Top, you just jump on your target. Stun. In this game. Yeah.
The whole bunch of punches.
Every game without reaching this movement. Yeah, one of the sports picking it up. From the mid laner. They didn't even go for bottle though. I mean, Batrider just got his delivered anyway. Not after a perfect start, he 11-1 to 19-10. So despite the changes to the Astro Brisbane, OD is still denying a whole lot. First break. So, alright, they're gonna get Super now. Not sure what he's doing there.
My artistry.
That's the first blood. It's great, there's 3 people running after him, I guess. Yeah, let's not talk about that one anymore. Flyby all alone, but doesn't think to smash. Tag team will offset that to some extent, but well, those did have stick charges though. Fine, Super returning. Presence known as the worlds around. Able to secure this boundary rune.
That was good of you.
I not. Oh, there we go. They drew some Tusk. The extra one too. Look at that.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3 bounty runes to the one on the side of Dire. They're still going RNG's way just a little bit, but Drake is going to be happy about that. In fact, top 2 net worth here is both the or both on the side of RNG, but everybody's pretty close here. Within like 300 gold himself, all these core heroes. Batrider struggling a little bit, yes, but relatively even game so far. I don't think anyone is really about head and shoulders above the team here in the laning phase so far. 5 minutes rolls around, and once in a while you do see the rotations from the bounty runes to shove a tower with the catapult, but
structures are fortified.
some heavy punishment there.
Super CN mids. Not stun time, and they just need a little bit more. Oh my god, the mids of the high ground. And now Setsu, perhaps in a bit of trouble. The Hex not enough to stun,
I'm
but
a brawler in
enough
his
damage to
prime.
work with. Super did not stun straight away after the imprisonment.
Yeah, I got a little bit greedy with that one because that'll have that uphill chance, I think 30%, and he ends up missing it. Complete disaster there. That would have been a very valuable kill for Setsu. Oh, zoning from the lane does buy a little bit of time for the Outworld, and Batrider's gonna have to look elsewhere, and he does. He keeps down to the bottom lane.
Top right now, I see a bit of trouble. He gets solo one. Setsu was very, very low, but the Hex comes through onto the Tusk. He does not want to stick around to try and grab those kills. Instead, they give him up. Meanwhile, the last on the bottom, you see the picture in the picture. Flyby sitting inside the fire, but not getting out of it as it ends. This Jarvis, as he's just trying to TP out. Is he gonna get it? What the hell?
Oh, just TP out.
Could not have been close enough.
Very, very close on that one. And Tidehunter, he was playing a little bit close with the far 40s, but he's very close to him. He's level 6 there.
The action started. It's not stopping now. This is no longer the body blocks. You shot a little bit too far forward, but it does not matter. Tag team, a couple of heroes punishing the about bloody time. You definitely need that, considering the way the lane went.
Dire's middle tower
It's
is
starting to
under
be
attack.
a little bit more aggressive here in all of these lanes.
Yeah. Very close with that. Well, they very much need to die, like you were saying. I was going to say very close to defending. I mean, to get his meteor hammer before he died inside the lane. Didn't manage to farm much after that. I'm just going to TP right back in, though. Going for these kills on Outworld before we get his boots speed are pretty important, though. Comes that much harder. He gets his blink dagger as well, which he's got queued up after his treads. Killing him becomes borderline impossible. It's with the
Road versus Fire Bat.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Patience up top. It is a little bit early. You normally see it run a minute mark with the as a meter coming into play. 3 against 1. Done, and
Radiant's middle tower is under
not quite
attack.
ready to respond to this one.
Threw that astral out a little bit too early, so wasn't able to follow up with a meteor hammer, unfortunately. With Tusk there, he can't kill his meteor hammer anyways. He just gets snowballed into. Well, he's gonna try. He's a creep.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, I mean it's not just the fighting item; it's also good farming item. AoE creeps anymore. Smoke up. So they again. Most common time. Yeah, not too close ahead. So great. Setsu trying to go aggressively here. Enough here. Dodge slow, just as he said before. Setsu is DED dead.
Yeah. That's one of the bad parts about trying to run that one against a Tusk. You know, when you're trying to channel your medium, you want to get that one off to farm and shove out lanes. You end up paying for it very heavily there, though. The Tusk is going to be able to dodge it almost all the time, unless your time is like frame perfect. He can't get that snowball off, and unless he's facing the other direction when you drop, because you have to turn around before he uses the snowball, I believe. There, it is too difficult. And they were, I think, baiting that one out and setting up, and people were getting in position there. Being swell with the Batrider and the lasso is just a devastating combination.
Another 3-for-1 rune exchange.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So all these things things happening. Like Setsu has been under a lot of pressure, but Phantom Lance is not. And he's been farming the jungles, and at the same time, Felix on the Phoenix. He's got a bit of space up top to get his levels. So now this big team fight is online. All things considered, Neff. Is this still fine for RNG?
I think RNG wants to go a little bit late, but not ultra late. You do struggle to deal with the Doom, with the
Dire's
Phantom
middle
Assassin.
tower is under
Tusk
attack.
definitely falls off quite a bit at a certain stage of the game, but Grimstroke is going to be very consistently strong with the soul behind. Obviously, the later the game goes, the better off Phantom Assassin is, especially against somebody like Phantom Land who doesn't really like to build True Strike like either MKB or Divine Rapier. I think ultra late Dragon's
Radiant's
Way
bottom
RNG want to be
tower
able
is
to
under
close this
attack.
out around like 35 to 40, or sorry, 30 to 40 minutes. Let's see if they get that done.
And so to my hands, a little late perhaps, but yeah, this is around the time where you just go for this tier 1 safe lane, but looks like they want to defend this one. Felix does have ultimate to work with, a couple of TPs coming. Setsu with the deception on the Doom.
Dire's middle tower is under
Destiny
attack.
Hammer. Perfectly timed. Yeah, you don't always see the team rotate in this heavily to defend this tier 1 tower, but sounded it and they got something else out of it.
Yeah, these kind of rotations you do see in the mid lane, but not so much for the
Dire's
safe lane
bottom
down.
tower is under attack.
If you are able to defend it, you know what, go for it. You get the kill on Doom, which is worth quite a bit as well, slowing his game down. He's the top of the net worth for the side of Dragons, or value kill. And gives him a little bit of time for Setsu
is under
to
attack.
shove in the mid lane, beat a hammer off the tower, and up it below here.
RNG to more TPs coming in. There's okay, that's a big hammer being chopped and just no damage here.
Radiant's top tower
The
is under
ultimate and I
attack.
think a couple of creeps just finishing off the Batrider there.
Yeah, the Finger of Death and the Sandy Eclipse, you know, together very powerful. It's a lot of magic damage there.
A lot of hate towards Batrider.
And he's got a BKB queued up right now, so he's probably getting back going for this one. But him going down there and all the TPs being on cooldown will open up this tower. That's where all these RNG heroes are staying.
So as I was saying, RNG, they're winning these strategic exchanges across the map. I mean, the defend top, bottom lane, yeah, the Dragon was trying to protect it a
Dire's
little bit.
top tower is
Didn't
under attack.
succeed with that. And then they lose mid, not just the tower, but also the
Radiant's
hero.
bottom tower is under attack.
So now they're not approaching top, but what got things down here, leading the
Radiant
charge.
structures are
Until
fortified.
now, he's been farming 7k. Well, the top of the net
Dire's
worth
top
so
tower
everything
is
is
under attack.
right now is an imprisonment. Into the Demon Hammer perfectly timed. They've swapped something super. This Batrider cannot catch a break. Be on the bottom, there's a Ravagon too. On the one now, as the other one's already tied, and Supernova right on top of everybody. This is all very bold indeed. Can they stop the right clicks? They cannot. But they've all gotten the kill that they wanted, and Grimstroke not much for the world either.
The amount of aggression they came up and Midas' first item Phantom Lancer was insane. Spamming
Oh my God.
doppelganger inside the trees there to break any sort of hiding places that they had on Dragon. Taking these whips all over the map. I mean, they did end up losing Phoenix there, but the carry is popping off, sitting
Yeah.
at 8,000 net worth.
Did not even realize that the Midas that does explain his farm though.
Radiant's top
It is
tower
net worth.
is under
Yeah,
attack.
he's not talking about it. Only 67k up to the top 10. He's sitting at 8k.
Yeah. It is Midas off of cool for a little bit. Lost a little bit of efficiency there, but not the end of the
no.
world when you're so much richer than everybody else.
I don't know. Cool down,
The small play police will be very angry about that one.
A stun here, it's the Beam Hammer. Super was setting up for that one in mid, but Setsu with the save. That's teamwork right there. And there's the water on the high ground from RNG. It's all of this.
I imagine it'll get dewarded pretty. Oh no, it's not. And they're gonna die for this one.
Well, he got sold by now. There is a Doom available, but can't get it out. He does not have it, and he's also stunned, so very well played indeed. Again from Setsu and Super. The dream teams now. There's water up there. Forward into the movement. Follow up from the stun. Goodbye, Doom. There's just no stopping this if you're not ready to take a team fight, if you don't have the task ready to go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's just, oh god, that is devastating. 90%.
Radiant structures are
We were talking
fortified.
draft about how Dragons
Dire's
need to be
middle
the ones
tower is under attack.
control this phase of the game, but just the absolute opposite. There we go again.
Radiant's
This
top
time stop.
tower
No chance stop. Setsu in a lot of trouble here with the lasso coming forward. The stun will lead the Tusk in range of the Supernova.
Round in
We had something in exchange here.
Losing Setsu isn't great, but it cost him the task. And while this is happening, God King, he continues to accelerate his farm. 16 minutes in the game, 10,000 now worth. His Manta style is complete. This guy's farm is off the charts. I don't think I've seen it from a Phantom Lancer in some time.
It's fine though. Phantom Assassin can start farming as well now with the Battle Fury just being completed. First Murray tried him here, very much delayed. It's much because of a lot of depths on
Dire's
Assassin's part,
bottom tower is
just
under
because
attack.
the map has been so small for a lot of this game so far. We have to find a safe farm.
Ultimate's find out neutral, by the way, as the 17-minute mark comes around. Tier neutral items now up. Neutral will go a pretty long way. And I get both these teams very, very happy to have this one.
Yeah.
Find the Magic game is a pretty big deal. I'm curious as to who they're going to give it to on RNG. Oh, they give it to God King. I was talking about that earlier. You know, the man might want to buy a Defiant and give him technically instead of magic damage. Well, now he doesn't have to. 25% magic is the other shawl. Thank you very much.
Of mine and
Radiant's middle tower is under
has
attack.
a lot of armor to work with.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yep. Send defensively.
Oh, we might want the Band Brace instead, though. It's going to be a hard choice.
Dire's
I'll
top tower
pass it
is
to
under attack.
Tidehunter, actually. It's just trying
Dire's
magic
top
resistance
tower
for him.
has
It's
fallen.
only fair. Means you'll be sitting at a solid 45% magic resistance on Tidehunter. Makes it very easy for him to sit
Radiant's
for the rest of his
bottom tower
team.
is under attack.
PA certainly isn't able to burst him down quite yet with that Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash. But,
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
outpost.
Think
Dire's
that's
top tower is
for
under
finally
attack.
learning. So I'm not shrines actually anymore.
You
I was willing
channeled them.
to indulge you. Because
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
knew
is
you
under attack.
would have a hard time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, that's very aggressively into this one with
Dire's middle
with the
tower
Rapture
is
protected
under attack.
gate. It's a hard, but it looks like Phantom is able to walk away. Super sitting inside the fire. It's a bit dangerous. It's a snowball off towards Creepy. Trying to get Tusk out of there, but God King's right there. Flyby with the follow-up. So 1-for-1 trade when all is said and done. But that's a lot of big old used.
It
For not
is.
getting the Phantom Assassin there. Some are able to survive.
Supernova Ravage, Figure of Death, all spent there, and just getting the Tusk doesn't feel very good. Phantom Assassin just barely getting outside of the range of Supernova when it popped. Otherwise, should be very dead. So, a bit of a win for a Dragon, in my opinion, and it gives them a chance to retake their own side of the map, which is very needed at the moment. Holding the triangle, I think, is the #1 priority. Allow Phantom Assassin to farm up this. Then after that, kind of expand outward, eventually try to take this T1 tower in the mid lane. This one incredibly important, this patch. Give you so much access to the enemy side, allows you to fight into Roche.
Yeah.
But once the enemies have yours and you haven't gotten theirs, getting over there and getting to that tower and actually grabbing it becomes very difficult, and the game becomes an uphill struggle.
more often than not, we see like if team fight around the mids, then one tower going down, but then the team that's got the tower has expended all of the team fight utility and whatnot, all of the spells, so the other team can group up and finish up the tower of their own on the other side. Either that happens, or something like this happens, where it doesn't die. You mid matches, as you laid out, huge advantage for RNG right
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Where the hell did I go?
now. But still, it's not too healthy anymore. At least they've been able to chip away at it a little bit.
Another advantage for Yumi finds an invis rune to invade the enemy jungle with it. Now, I think he did walk into, walking by a sentry ward that you might have vision of him. It's daytime. Gonna think better of it.
Here we go again, but he shows up. The meme still comes out, but it's double. As they're walking in. What the hell? That was a bit interesting to see. Either way, they can kill Phoenix on the way out. Copper Snowball. As Flyby doesn't have to have to turn this one around. They might be able to bring down 1, 2. They're just heaping out in front of the God King. This is just a Tusk giving up his own life.
Overall, pretty good fight for them. I mean, slowing down OG's game, they're doing great with that one, and actually 2,000 XP and almost 1,100 gold in the way of Dragon, a victory they very much needed. TPing out was a very heads-up play there as well. Initiation definitely going in their favor, but they still couldn't grab that tier 1 tower in the mid lane, and I think that was their major objective there. Somehow win that, get the tower, and then get out. But continues to hold, and even though it's in deny range, no one wants to deny this. It's just way too important for holding the map.
I was also waiting for double lasso there, but I believe the flame break broke it on the OD. Then the soulbind
The anti-synergy there.
Yeah. They didn't end up needing it because Doom was already out on set. Continues to be the prime target for Dragon. At some point, though, this Dance Lance is going to have to be the one to take the Doom.
I'm not so sure about that. I mean, it heavily reduces the Outworld damage. Everything comes from the Arcane Orb. I think it's a huge nuisance for Dash because of his I think he can continue to do Setsu throughout this game. Oh no. No,
Well, he's dead.
Yes, he is. Blast out the face with the finger of death, and they're not dead. They continue to chase this Tusk, but not really here you want to chase.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Get
attack.
him if he's all alone. He's been left alone as the entire team. Tired already. They made the call very early. No one's even thinking about rotating in there now.
No. You can buy yourself a little bit of that stuff. It was a very long range.
Radiant's middle tower
about
has
coming out from
fallen.
Lance.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
A bit more popular as of recent. People seem to value the Aetherland Lion Shadow Element over like they used to.
Radiant are scanning.
And a pretty good effect. I was.
Yep. So far, there's still a lot of gun. No, but detail ends a little bit.
Now they do. They went to Roshan thinking about it there, but they do lack the damage to do it very quickly. Dragon.
You know, for the BKB, there was no help for the back. So resources used on both sides. It's still ravishing weapon, you know. There's a soul mine onto 2, the double doom. No ravage for a little bit. Here, a couple of heals though to help out the lion. So Felix is coming in. But oh god, that's a lot of damage. The Phantom Lancer just straight up crit down. Another BKB used.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Phantom Assassin, but certainly not what you like to see. Highest found here going down like that because he was isolated from the rest of the team.
Yeah, Phantom Assassin doing 100 damage to right there. I think that people will be able to survive through that, but and just burst it down. Tons of magical damage that they have there, and I think the Eye of Scotty and Nether Shot would have been enough. In fact, Phantom Lancer got rid of the Nether Shot after that one, went down anyway, just the Phantom Assassin. Now he's going to hold on to the Imp Claw there. You can't really do much about that one. That's just a matter of your team getting zoned because they doubled Doom, and I guess God King thinking it's time to go back in. The rest of the team wasn't really on the same page. Another second or two, Rabbit would come out. Would have been a beautiful fight for them, but just wasn't the case there. Timing a bit off.
Could argue, well, maybe it would have been better if Phoenix tanked the last so it wasn't a big. I do believe it was. You could
was
up
meant
at
to have
smooth
this.
hardcore either way. He's again so far away from his team.
Yep.
Well played, Dragon.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
One experience. That in mind.
That's a wonderful word when you start using. This little bit stronger this time around, and now I'm trying to take Roshan. The faster with minus armor from the constant of the corrosion.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
You got to do a lot of work. People just aren't going to be efficient in time, it seems.
It's happening with the way to get inside. Oh, and I spoke too soon.
has fallen.
It doesn't matter that I did get the Aegis.
A nice try,
Dyer's
but
bottom
a
tower
try
is
is all
under attack.
it was. The support here, I would say it's worth the risk. The Aegis for what? They gave up like what, 400 work and 600 XP for trying to deny them the Aegis. Yeah.
Radiant's
So
top
it's worth
tower
it.
is under attack.
They're not going to lose anything else with this either. I mean, low level Grimstroke also means respawn time.
Right. Let's give it even more because the
Radiant's
tower
top
like
tower
they
is
did
under
before,
attack.
but only one tier 2 left, and the last outer tower, and there's nothing you can do to defend this one. You know Tidehunter's got Ravage. You're playing against Super right now. Aegis is well on God. You can't lose the base
Radiant
defend this tier
structures
2.
are fortified.
No.
Radiant's
Who was trying to
top
skip
tower
creep?
is under
He got
attack.
one of them. One of the creeps left.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Smoke up is 5. They're walking forward. But grab around if they can get double Doom or double lasso, well, start off the fight with Wood. But this breaks down. Look at this It's a blocks it.
Radiant's top
It's
tower is under attack.
disaster here. There's the double. Nothing here. There's a double lead out right now. This is the line as well as Tidehunter. Supernova comes out, turns up everything inside the BKB though. And they do lose Tide as well. But what cost there for Setsu continues to right click here. A couple of illusions only running after the Batrider. They'll get to live for the moment here as they do isolate the Tusk God King. Well, slow this down a little bit. Nice little stun. Yeah, he's buying a lot of time here, actually. Ultimately, he will fall. This could have been so much worse for Dragon.
Hey, I'd say that when
What the hell's happening here? It's a real Setsu! He lives! He gets to live, he drops the hammer! And now, the what?
oh
What?
my God, no!
How? A couple of milliseconds, and then
Radiant's
all was in
middle
the
tower
air
is under
was when
attack.
the attack hit and got the kill. You gotta be kidding! He was right next to him. It's not supposed to work like that.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my god!
Okay, that's enough of that. The rotating here in the mid lane. The tier 3 is going down. Tidehunter, he still has Ravage available, thanks to the fact that he didn't use that last fight. He was doomed. He's got a pop.
Yeah.
There it is.
Ready for it. No,
I'll just try and make sure the Doom can run away and Joke does not get to live. Alright. Not quite okay. It's the show the amulets, nomadic resistance, fire splits will finish him off.
Radiant's middle barracks
All this
has
space
fallen.
for God King to finish out.
Radiant's middle
First,
barracks are under
Rax.
attack.
So it's on the sidelines here, but they're missing Setsu still, so hanging around though. People in the back are ready to react in case they go on the back on the Phantom Lancer. Moving up the range.
Ravage available, unfortunately, but no, not good. Yeah, they don't want to drop King here. He's way. Like, he's going to at least work for the next minute, so they let him walk away here. No question is if they want to try to take a fight against RNG. I mean, the 15k net with up at almost 30 minutes into the game right now, doing very well for themselves. Elbow Tunic ends up dropped right there and changed the quiver, not dropped. I think you'll hold on to that one if you're at Outworld. There's a lot of damage you can do from speed long range, which is one arcane orb. The Paladin sword now found on OD. PL probably gonna grab that one. He's into the Mind Breaker right now. It might be preferable. Now he's got the. It looks like OD's walking towards him. I'm gonna hand him that Paladin sword.
Yep. A little bit too strong.
We'll see.
If you get it for free like that.
Oh. Alright, we got Orb of Destruction down the Tusk. So that will be going the way of Phantom Assassin as a Destiny to work with, and suddenly blowing up here feels a lot easier, and this one is pretty important. If you can get the double doom off on the target, it's that's amazing. But if you can't, you want to be able to doom out, you want to be dooming out the Outworld. You'll burst them down while they're doomed out as quickly as possible with the Phantom Assassin, not give them a chance to come back into the team fight.
We saw that it's possible. When he did crit, he was taking chunks out of so he's getting to a point where he's almost done.
Radiant are scanning.
Interesting. So what's also interesting is this item choice of Assassin. I'm sure we saw it, but there was a Divine Rapier queued up and someone picked up the Demon Edge.
I like it. I'm also waiting for that to happen here.
There's the dude coming out. Russell Lasso here, they're looking to try and force them down, bring that Lance up the high ground. Superdome explodes again right on top of everybody. The heals coming in to try and help out. Not quite happening, SSS. Okay, Meteor Hammers, follow-up stuns just as beginning ends. That was everything that Dragon had, yet there's still these 5 heroes that only got the PL. How is that possible, Neff?
I mean, they committed everything onto that Phantom Lance. The Dooms came out, they pulled him onto the high ground. He wasn't able to do a damn thing, but it didn't matter. All these heroes on RNGU are super fine. Everybody is terrifying. That Outworld of Outworld did almost 5,000 damage in that last team fight. You need to rethink your priorities. And Meteor Hammer covering out. Yeah, it's upload a morale if nothing else. GG's.
One Meteor was like, yeah, okay, we can do that. 2 Meteor Hammers, they instantly go GG.
Yeah.
And it's conflict. RNG, super strong in all their heroes.